This is Roger Federer. He has won 20 Grand Slams and has more than 12 million followers on Instagram. He has been the face of Nike for more than 20 years. There could have been a Federer Air brand like what Nike did with Jordan, but the unexpected happened. Nike and Federer broke up. He went with a different brand. Federer signed with Uniqlo. So the question needs to be asked, why did he leave? Welcome to the insane true story about how Nike lost Federer. Imagine being just 13 years old, playing in a junior tennis tournament in Miami when a Nike scout spots you. That was Roger Federer in 1994. Immediately, a 5-year, $500,000 contract was offered to him. Can you picture that? A teenager with $500,000 on the table and a big hunger of success, but who hadn't yet realized the legendary career ahead of him. However, by 17, he wasn't just a teenager anymore. He was the junior world champion, and the change was evident. Nike's marketing machine helped him turn into a global sensation, but Federer knew fame alone wouldn't be enough. It was the work on the court that mattered, and in 2004, he proved that by winning the world #1 title for the first time. He was only 23, with already 2 Grand Slam titles under his name. But everything that goes up comes down, and that's what happened. For 24 years, Federer and Nike were nearly inseparable, but as Federer's career skyrocketed, so did the value of his name. By 2008, his Nike deal alone was pulling in $10 million annually, and at the peak of his career, he was earning over $100 million per year. But when his contract came up for renewal in 2018, the offer fell short of his expectations. The terms were clear: Nike would keep paying him, but only if he kept playing. Federer knew he was worth more, and that's when the shock came. Federer left Nike and moved to Japanese brand Uniqlo. This turned into one of the most controversial decisions in sports marketing history. Even the New York Times covered an athlete's departure from a brand. Many experts believed that Federer was making a big mistake by leaving Nike. In fact, Federer never won another Grand Slam title after parting ways with Nike. So why did he choose to leave his lucrative contract with the American giant at the very end of his career? But really, the question wasn't why he left, it was why wouldn't he? Nike wasn't interested in adjusting the deal. Tennis wasn't a huge moneymaker for them compared to basketball and soccer, where stars like Michael Jordan and Cristiano Ronaldo were driving massive sales, more than what Roger could ever make. On top of that, Nike believed that once Federer hung up his racket, he wouldn't be as valuable anymore. Uniqlo, on the other hand, wasn't just interested in Federer as an athlete. They saw him as a long-term investment, someone whose value would only grow with time. They offered him a 10-year deal worth $30 million a year, 3 times what Nike had proposed. But what really closed the deal was this: even if Federer never played another match, he'd still get paid. For Uniqlo, signing Federer wasn't just about tennis, it was about something much bigger. Back in 2018, Uniqlo were trying to expand their entire brand across North America and Europe, and Federer was the key to unlock that growth. With him as the face of their tennis line, they hoped to reach new markets. For months, there had been rumors in the tennis world that Federer was making a move from Nike to Uniqlo, but nothing was confirmed until Wimbledon. Federer made his grand reveal by stepping onto the court, not in his usual Nike gear, but in a fresh white Uniqlo polo. Though he didn't end up defending his Wimbledon title that year, Federer left the tournament confident in his decision to leave Nike. But even the best deals come with their challenges. Unlike Nike, which is famous for its tennis shoes and the iconic RF logo, Roger Federer faced a challenge when he joined Uniqlo. While he loved what the Japanese brand had to offer, he didn't own the RF trademark. Nike still owned that. However, for 3 more years, he still wore Nike shoes without a formal contract while receiving offers from other brands. But in reality, he was drawn to a smaller company that resonated with him personally. Founded in 2010, On Running is a Swiss footwear brand that has quickly become popular for its innovative cushioning technology. But how did one of the greatest tennis players in history become involved with this emerging company? It all began when his wife started wearing the brand, and he began spotting shoes around Zurich. This is when he decided to give them a try and fell in love with them. That's when he knew he had to meet the founders. On Team discovered that Federer had been a longtime fan, and turned out they were big fans of him too. They started to have dinner together, and before they knew it, Federer made a significant investment of 50 million francs for a stake in the company. Unlike his partnership with Nike, On allowed him to participate in product development, marketing strategies, and fan connection. This collaboration even led to the launch of tennis shoes under the On brand in 2021, mixing Federer's expertise with On's innovative spirit. Since Federer came on board, On has seen incredible growth. Their sales have quadrupled, and the company's value has risen to an impressive $7.3 billion. Federer's stake, 3%, now worth around $220 million. While Uniqlo had Federer, there was something missing: his iconic RF logo. Nike, smart as ever, had registered the trademark back in 2010. Federer was really worried. It was his identity, his brand, and he didn't want to lose it. He argued that those initials represented him, and they shouldn't belong to Nike indefinitely. However, Nike showed little interest in selling the logo, and Uniqlo had no plans to buy it. Nike continued to profit from RF branding, but doing so opened them up to potential lawsuits. Therefore, in early 2020, Federer took the initiative and began negotiating with Nike to buy the RF logo. Finally, in 2020, Uniqlo celebrated the launch of a new line of caps featuring Federer's iconic RF logo, marking a significant turning point. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, why don't you check this one about the 10 most emotional tennis moments? Something tells me you'll like it.